People always say eating healthy is expensive. So today I'm going to be attempting to eat a full day of high protein meals for under £8. And I'm going to be using the foods that I got from my last video, my £40 Aldi shop. Let's get into it. So first meal of the day obviously is breakfast. We're going to be having eggs, sourdough, and avocado. What I'm going to be doing in this video as well is showing you the end product meal and all the prices of each component of the meal and the meal itself. So for this meal, I'm going to be getting 33 grams of protein, just over 500 calories, 51 grams of carbs, and 25 grams of fats. Now you might have noticed I just put eggs in the air fryer. That's because if you watch previous videos, you'll see I do boiled eggs in the air fryer. I'm going to go 150 degrees for 11 minutes. Right, so the eggs are done and peeled. Top tip when doing boiled eggs is as soon as they're done, straight into freezing cold water. Let them sit there for a little bit. It helps the shell get off a lot easier. And then like you saw, I like to use a spoon and just sort of feed it through. Comes off a lot easier. So for the toast, got 50 grams of avocado. Okay, so total price for the 3 eggs is going to be 57 pence. 2 slices of sourdough is going to come to 32 pence. And then the avocado is going to come to 26 pence, making this whole meal £1 and 15 pence. So this breakfast is perfect. It keeps me full for long. It helps me hit my macros for just over £1. One thing I will say is if I was further into a fat loss phase, so in the latter stages, I would typically just get rid of this meal and just go straight into lunch around 12:30, 1 o'clock. So that way I just fast in the morning, reduce my total calories for the day and make it easier to achieve fat loss. But that being said, let's eat because I'm starving. All right, so it is now time for pre-workout. I'm going to the gym, so I'm gonna be having a little snack, which is gonna consist of 3 rice cakes, half a banana, 10 grams of peanut butter, 10 grams of honey. Now, I'm very aware I didn't buy these in the shop video, but I factored them into the price to make sure they are accounted for. Gonna do half a banana. And then last, we just need to add the honey. So the totals for this are 18 pence for the 3 rice cakes, 4 pence for the 10 grams of peanut butter, 8 pence for half a banana, and 2p for the honey, which is gonna equate to 32 pence total for this entire pre-workout meal. So in my opinion, you cannot go wrong. It's very, very worth getting the ingredients and taking the time and effort to actually make this, because the price of this versus going and getting, I don't know, a Nature Valley bar, for instance, which I'm sure a lot of people have before a session, you know, the prices are worlds apart. And in my opinion, this tastes just as good, if not better. So I'm gonna have this and go and get a session done. All right, back from the gym. Very, very good session. And I'm just gonna be making my lunch now, which will be my post-workout meal, straight into it. So what I'm gonna be having, you can see here I'm washing rice currently, 160 grams of rice, and to prepare for, not for 1 meal, for 2 meals. And it's one of the biggest tips I have is, if you're busy and you struggle to, you know, prep your food or whatever, one of the first things you can do, rather than just setting aside a day for meal prep, which is what I do sometimes, just make 2, make double, okay? You might as well cook once and eat twice. Like I said, 80 grams for now, and then I'm gonna have 80 grams prepped for tomorrow for my lunch. But yeah, let's get into it. The rest of this meal is gonna be very, very simple. So just chicken breast and broccoli, obviously the rice I've met that making. And what I'm gonna be making is like a chicken rice bowl. I'll show you obviously once it's put together, how much it costs, of course, and of course, I'm gonna tell you what sort of style I've made it in. So chicken is gonna be done in the air fryer. Hitting with a little bit of olive oil. Make sure it is covered. I'm not gonna show you all of this up close. It's obviously a little bit, it's not very appetizing. So we're gonna have that. Then we're gonna go a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of salt, and seasonings that I like to use are gonna be a little bit of all-purpose. Not too much, I've said this on a previous video, but very, very salty, high in sodium, so I've already added salt to it. Then I'm gonna add some smoked paprika. A bit of flavor, very important, guys, to, you know, season your foods. I say this on all my videos. It's a huge part of being able to actually stick to, not even a diet, just stick to your everyday food. Make it interesting, okay? Right, that's gonna be that. And that's gonna go into the air fryer at 200 degrees. We're gonna do it for 23 minutes. So the way I'm gonna do my broccoli is as follows. As the rice is already getting done and producing steam, I'm just gonna place the broccoli in a colander, place it over the top of there, and then just add a lid to it and let the broccoli steam. Of course, I'm gonna have to take it off every now and then to check the rice, make sure it's not sticking, but just an easy way to kind of put it all together and let it do this thing. All right, so food is ready. Like I said, I've got my rice for today and then some prepped for tomorrow. You can use whatever seasonings and sauces, you know, that you want for this. I've gone for sort of Asian style. Again, this isn't included in the price. You don't need to use sauces. You know, I'm just doing it because I want to make it a bit tastier. If you're on an extreme budget, then that's somewhere you could save up a little bit on. But over time, it's not gonna amount to that much more by adding some sauces. So I'm gonna have that on the side, and then chicken breast ready to go. Right, so totals for this meal are gonna be £1.50 for the chicken breast, 14 pence for the rice, and 20 pence for the broccoli, amounting to a total of £1.84 for my lunch. So of course there are many different ways you can make this. Like it looks like chicken, rice and veg, okay? Because it effectively is. But you know, you can make this into sort of a Mexican style bowl by adding some guacamole, some cheese, peppers, onions, some taco seasoning for the protein. You could do like a Greek style, adding some tzatziki on the side and some sort of Mediterranean vegetables. So there's plenty of ways you can do this kind of meal. You can keep it super simple or you can spice it up a little bit. Right, so for dinner, we're gonna be doing a Big Mac bowl. And what that consists of is gonna be chips, which I'm gonna do in the air fryer, 5% lean mince, some onions, and then I'm gonna be shredding some lettuce and also doing a burger sauce, which is gonna be pretty macro friendly. So gonna consist of Greek yogurt, pickles, ketchup, mix it all together. I'll show you how I'll make it. And like I said, it's gonna be high in protein, low calorie burger sauce that's gonna go over the top. You'll see what I mean when I make it. So let's go. So I thought it'd be quite fitting to just mention this as it's just happened. I just refreshed my YouTube and I'm at 2,000 subscribers, which is incredible. I was at 1,400 about a week ago. So yeah, nice to see some new faces on the channel. On that last video that I posted, I've just checked the stats. And 98% of the viewers are not subscribed, which is an insane stat, but it just means that people have found the video, which is great. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot more videos like this. So if you found these videos useful, if you find the channel useful, stick along, hit subscribe, and don't miss out on future videos. Anyway, into dinner. Right, here's the Big Mac bowl. We've got first component, 350 grams of white potato coming out at 23 pence. Next up, we're gonna add our mince over the top and onions. The mince is gonna come out to £2 and the onions are going to come out to 7 pence. Next up, we have our shredded lettuce, and for this, around a quarter of a lettuce is going to come to 20 pence. And last, but definitely not least, is going to be the burger sauce. Now this has been made by combining pickle, some Greek yogurt and some ketchup. Totals for all of this was going to be 51 pence. Total for this meal is going to be £2.71. So total macros for the meal: 56 grams of protein, 70 grams of carbs and 10 grams of fat. Total of 600 calories, and look at the volume in this bowl. That's a huge tip for anyone who is dieting. Make sure you bulk your meals out with things like lettuce, super cheap, but also super voluminous and low in calories. Also using carbs like white potato, which are again a lot more voluminous than other carbs, say pasta for instance. It's just going to make you fuller for longer, and it's going to make you feel like you're eating a lot more as well. So here's a breakdown as well of the total macros and the meal itself. This is from the Sergio app, which is where I log all of my food. It's also where I coach all of my clients who are on board with me to improve their physiques. So there you got it. I'm going to enjoy this. What a meal. Literally has all the flavors that you would get from sort of a Big Mac type of burger. Look at that. Okay, it's time for dessert after dinner. It's 8:30 at night and it's this bright, which is incredible. Summer is coming. Right, so what this is going to be is a yogurt bowl. Now, what it's going to be great for is to kill that sort of sweet craving after dinner. Whenever you have your dinner, you feel like you want something sweet. Next thing you know, it turns into a binge and you just undone all your work that day. This is going to be perfect. It's going to be high in protein, which is going to keep you fuller, satiated. So instead of going and grabbing a chocolate bar that's going to kick that craving off and keep you wanting more, this is going to keep you full, satiated, and having killed the craving. So what we're going to do here is 250 grams of 0% Greek yogurt. We're going to go for 100 grams of frozen blueberries. You can put these in the microwave before and make them melt, and then it creates like a bit of like a sauce. But because it's a little bit warmer today, it's a bit sunny, I'm gonna have this meal cold. Another thing you can do is just put these on and then let them melt over like 5-10 minutes. Okay, see, look at the volume of this already. It's really starting to take shape. Next up, finally, we're gonna add some chocolate for some fats. We're gonna do 10 grams of dark chocolate. You can break this up and put it around. I just like to have it sort of bit by bit. So that's going to be 12 grams. Should we get away with 12 grams today? It's fine. Oh, it's dropped to 11, so it's not that bad. Right, there we have it. So if you find you need more protein, you can always add a scoop of protein, but this bowl itself is going to be 26 grams of protein, which is going to top off my protein for the day. Like I said, you can add half a scoop or a scoop if you need a bit extra. But yeah, that is going to be it for my dessert. All right, so total prices for the 250 grams of yogurt will be £1. For the frozen blueberries, it will be 75 pence. And for the dark chocolate, we're looking at 20 pence, making this dessert a total of £1.95. So there we have it, guys. That is the day complete, and £7.97 is the grand total for a full day of eating to get loads of protein, good quality foods, and regardless of your goals, whether it be fitness related or just lifestyle, it's going to contribute to a really well balanced diet. A comparison I like to make is if you're someone who has to go into an office for work every day and you pick up a sandwich, a drink and a snack, you're looking at least £6-7. So exactly what it's cost me to eat a whole day of good nutritious food. All it takes is a little bit of structure and a little bit of direction as well. So that's going to wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you found the video useful, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Catch you in the next one.